Out of yesterday's practice, we all know it wasn't good enough. Today's practice, it's got to be great. Game day's coming fast. Let's go out here and let's be great, okay?
Y no hay excusa. En la versión si compramos con la medusa. I figured when Coach asked me to swing by his office, it had something to do with the injury news. Sure, life would be easier without him on the field, but your rivals tend to bring out the best of you. I was looking forward to getting the opportunity to go toe-to-toe with these guys again.
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dwayne Haskins and the Washington football team taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington football team. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they enter play here. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Tristan Hill brought
There's what Carter did in last week's effort. 11 carries, 100 yards on the nose, and a score.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
brings up 3rd and 3.
Haskins on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
The tackle made at the 40.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 37. As we settle in and get ready to watch the next chapter of this storied NFL rivalry unfold, you've likely noticed the lack of pregame theatrics in comparison to what we were used to last season.
Yes, absolutely been noticeable because we haven't heard the noise leading into this game where these guys are going back and forth with each other. And maybe it's because there's an injury that sidelined the guy who did most of the yapping last year.
And it'll be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. The numbers for Zeke from last week, well into the triple digits, and they'll take that every time out.
What I loved was just how decisive he was running the football. Coaches like guys that go north and south. They don't like the east-west guys, the juking and the jiving. 1 foot in the ground and cut.
Pass. Caught by number 10. It's a gain.
Now remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
Chase Young. Dak Prescott sacked.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. John Ross, 91 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And it's second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, but now it's 3rd down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
Going underneath, complete to Jarwin, and he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And it's good to make it 14-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
They're on 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Outright completes it to Jarwin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Brings up 2nd and
Prescott from the gun. This one to Jarwin over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And again, it's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
At the 48-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Intended for
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time, and that's not easily done because you know all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Terry McLaurin. Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
1st and goal.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
5 yards. It's 3rd down.
They're in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
To number
Ezekiel Elliott. As the first half is winding down, and the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break. Haskins. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago. And that one's gone to halftime with the Falcons out in front. 2 touchdown passes there for the former MVP, Matt Ryan. From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the 49ers, as that one's gone to the half. Christian McCaffrey, over 100 yards on the afternoon thus far with a touchdown run as well. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Chiefs. Ryan Tannehill looking good. 2 touchdown passes. In our game, it was Dwayne Haskins with a strong first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Prescott now. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A first down carry by Elliott. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Ball carrier.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Down at the 14.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
So here is Washington now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Made at the 36.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge. That's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
For a Washington.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
At the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 29, Haskins. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. 15 yards the pickup, first down Washington. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
It's good, and it's 21-10. That time, a 9-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
Cowboys 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Prescott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
14. And a Cowboy first down.
A first down throw for Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Prescott now from the 50. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. First down, Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, but I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, it
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And the Washington offense going back to work. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carter. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. He may try and run for this. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender. I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable but do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense, but that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. To throw is Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Blake Jarwin, incomplete. It's third.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Washington, 28.
And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Washington, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us.